Now we discuss the portion of time, please. First is write whether the following situations are an example of gravitational or a frictional force. Firstly, a boy running on track. So, the condition is related to the ground surface. So, here the answer is frictional force. An apple falling off a tree, that is a gravitational force because apple falling on the ground with the help of a force of attraction towards the gravity of center of earth. A child walking on a rough tile, that is also a frictional force. A cricket ball being caught by a fielder, that is a gravitational force. B. Give two examples for each of the following. Two types of forces that we have learned. First is gravitational force and the second is frictional force. Second, two natural sources of energy. You can write here solar energy, wind energy, water energy. Okay. Two effects of forces. Force can change the size of object. Okay, force can change the speed of an object. Means you have to write any two of them. Fourth is two action which require you to use energy. When we use energy, when we do a work, okay, when we lift a heavy loads. Now, next portion we have learned work and simple machines. So, in this, firstly, we talk about the definition of force. What is a force? What is a work when a force is applied on a body such that it causes the body to move in the direction of force is called work. मतलब जब हम किसी भी बॉडी को मूव करेंगे उसके ऊपर कोई ना कोई फोर्स लगाएंगे और वो जो बॉडी है जिस तरफ हमने फोर्स लगाया उस तरफ मूव करेगी तो उसे हम क्या कहेंगे? वर्क डन. ठीक है. मीन्स व्हेन एनी ऑब्जेक्ट चेंजेस इट्स प्लेस बाय अप्लाइंग अ फोर्स इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स इज सेड टू बी वर्क डन. अगर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट रेस्ट में है, उसकी कोई पोजीशन चेंज नहीं हुई तो वो रेस्ट में ही है. ठीक है. मीन्स वहाँ पर कोई भी वर्क डन नहीं हुआ. अगर हम उस ऑब्जेक्ट को कोई भी फोर्स अप्लाई करके उसकी पोजीशन चेंज कर देंगे तो वी सेड दैट हियर अ वर्क इज डन. नाउ फॉर डूइंग वर्क वी यूज अ मशीन्स और अ टूल्स. We use a simple tools called machines which makes our work easier in our daily life. So here 6 types of simple machine that we use in our daily life to easier our work and faster by using less energy. So first is inclined plane. What is an inclined plane? A sloping surface is an inclined plane that make it easier to move heavy loads. Okay. Here you can see a ramp. When you go on a hospitals, malls, you can see a sloping surface, okay, to lift a heavy loads. For example, when we go on a railway stations, we lift our suitcase on that inclined plane very easily. Okay, so a sloping surface is an inclined plane that make it easier to move heavy things. Example, a flat board when placed at a slanting position works as an inclined plane. Screw and wedges are types of inclined plane. Here we take one more example of inclined plane, that when you go in a park for playing, you can see a slides. ठीक है, आप स्लाइड्स पे जाते हो, ऊपर से बैठ के आप नीचे की तरफ स्लाइड करते हो. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ inclined plane. Next is screw. Screw, you can use screw in our household materials to hang any type of material. A screw is a simple machine which helps us to attach things. A screw is an inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder. मीन्स जो स्क्रू होता है, अगर आप स्क्रू की शेप देखोगे, ऊपर एक प्लेन सर्कल होता है, ठीक है, नीचे सिलेंड्रिकल टाइप और उसके साइड्स में क्या होते हैं, कर्ल की तरह होता है. ठीक है, सो जिसकी वजह से क्या होता है, जो स्क्रू है उसका एक पॉइंट होएगा, ठीक है, आगे से, जो क्या है ईजिली वॉल के अंदर फिट हो जाता है और आप उसे यूज़ करते हो. ठीक है, and we can use a drill into an object and hold things together. We use a screwdriver to open and attach screws. Next is wedge. A wedge is a simple machine that has at least one slanting surface and ends in a sharp edge. Here you can take an example of knife in our homes. That is an example of wedge. Okay, if you can see the surface of knife, one side of a knife is slanting and very sharp, so that we can cut any vegetable or fruits easily. Okay, axe and knife are examples of a wedge. Here these are the three pictures you can see. First is the example of inclined plane, second is a screw, and third is the example of wedge, that is X. Now we talk about wheel and axle. Wheels are attached to the vehicles with the help of a fixed rod called a axle. Wheels are used in cars, trucks, buses easily so that they can move with a heavy load easily from one place to another place. Next is a lever. Lever. What is a lever? A lever is a rod which helps us to move load by applying less amount of force. A lever has a support point called a fulcrum. Here you can see a scissor is cutting a paper. Okay. When you see a scissor very carefully, there is a one point through which the two parts of a scissor attach with it. So that point or that nail is called a fulcrum. Okay. One side of a fulcrum there is a load and one side is called as force or a effort. जब आप पार्क में जाते हो, सी सॉ देखा होगा, ठीक है, सी सॉ में क्या होता है, एक साइड पे आप बैठोगे, एक साइड पे आपका फ्रेंड होगा, ठीक है, तो क्या होगा, आप क्या होंगे, वाइस वर्सा, कभी आप नीचे की तरफ मूव करोगे, आपका फ्रेंड ऊपर की तरफ मूव करेगा. ठीक है, जब आप नीचे होगे तो आप क्या हो, वहाँ पे एफर्ट मीन्स यू मेक एफर्ट्स टू लिफ्ट अवर फ्रेंड अप. ओके, and your friend is a load. So you is a effort and your friend is a load, and between of them there is a one point called as a fulcrum. Now next is pulley. A pulley is a wheel with a groove. A rope moves between the grooves of the wheel. A pulley helps to pull heavy loads. Means pulley you have seen make easier to up the things from well. Okay, we can use pulleys at wells and cranes to lift heavy loads easily. Okay, now we recall our chapter. First we discuss the definition of force and its types. There are two types of forces. First is gravitational and second is frictional force. Next, energy and its type. Here we talk about different types of energies, that is mechanical, chemical, light, sound, heat, electrical and magnetic energy. Some of them are natural energies that cannot be finished in our environment, that is solar energy, wind energy and water energy, and these are also a pollution free or environmental friendly energies. Next is work and simple machines. Simple machines are used to easy our work in our daily life and faster. These are six types. First is inclined plane, screw, wedge, wheel, lever and pulley. Now we do a fill-ups. First is the dash force pulls things towards earth, that is gravitational force. Work is said to be done if a body moves in the same direction of the force applied. Third, when two things are in contact with each other, a special force called friction exists between them. A dash is a simple machine that has a wheel with a groove called pulley. Fifth, dash can easily convert from one form to another. So the answer is energy. B, tick the correct option. First, which of these has a wheel and axle arrangement? So cycle having a wheel and axle arrangement. Which of these is not a lever? So screw is a own simple machine. So screw is not a lever. Which of these is not a natural source of energy? So the answer is chemical energy. Which of these will you use to cut vegetables? So we use wedge as a knife that cut our vegetables. Which of these cases do not represent frictional force? So throwing a ball upward do not represent as a frictional force, it represents as a gravitational force. So I hope you will understand this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.